in, which is a thing that says best of 2 on the thingy my body. So if you give me just a moment here, guys, I'm gonna go like this, best of 2, and then we're gonna put it in bold and give it a little bit of an outline, because why not? Something like this, and then be like, oh, and then it doesn't let me do it here. Then we're gonna go here, and we're gonna rotate it that way, and we're gonna go down like this, and then I'm gonna have to maximize my expert to actually see if the flip is happening, because otherwise it's gonna be too small. Then we're gonna drag it down here, and that sort of size looks good if I can actually get it to click on it to move it, which we can. I'll do. Yeah, that's good. That's good enough. Awesome, beautiful. All right, guys. Well, let's do this as we have to the upper left-hand side of the map. What is going on? We're on the Singapore server? What the flip is happening here? Oh my god, I'm actually just super laggy. I don't even know. I'm actually laggy across both my accounts at the moment. That's not good. I wonder if that's my upload. Alright, let's just try this. Let's just give it a shot. To the top left-hand side, our blue Protoss player from Root Gaming, it is herO. He is going up against the red Zerg player from Team Liquid to the bottom right, it is TLO. It seems to have gone a little bit better. It was a little bit terrible. Nope, there it is. That is me. What is my ping at? My ping's kind of normal. I'm just a little bit all over the place. This isn't a good way to start, is it? Is this just my upload? I upped my upload a shit ton because I figured I kind of could. Let me just maybe drop my upload back down. Okay, it won't let me. Oh my god. Well, we're just going to try and go for it, but that obviously does not really bode well. Anyways, let's see what happens as we do see this PvZ starting up. It's going to be a Stargate opening here from herO to the upper left-hand side to get things going. And as the Stargate comes on in, we're just going to be having this Adept shading across the map, just looking for some scouting information here in these early stages, and looking to see what's going to be going on. So Syria coming in with the 19-month resub. How you doing? Thank you so much for the 19 months. But yeah, why is it this laggy? This is not right at all. Maybe I can try leaving the other game. This is so bad. We're super laggy. It's kind of strange because my stream is completely fine as far as I can see, so maybe if I should try pausing this. Maybe it's because I'm streaming out like 6. I really don't know. I really don't know. Alright, we're just gonna go with it for now. Sorry guys. Well, an Oracle on the way up as we look to see herO obviously getting across the map and trying to deal some damage just in these very early stages of the game. A couple of Adepts are going to be moving around here and there, and still just looking to see what they can get up to. Answer is not much just yet, and again, these are just here to get some information. You know, it is possible to apply some pressure, etc., but right now not going to be the case, as we are just going to be seeing. Well, the third hatch is about to finish up on the low ground. Extra drones are still coming on through. Ling speed will finish up shortly, and yeah, I mean, just getting set up into this. The extra gates behind it here already just setting up into a fairly normal kind of follow-up here so far. As we do just also have the warp gate coming on through. So warp gate coming on through, a bunch more Zerglings coming on out as well. And as you may see, naturally the Oracle will dive in, but only for one worker. I mean, TLO has the defenses set up that he needs right now, as he's in position to get that set up. And well, this Oracle now pulling away up through the top side. Another Oracle down the left will be joining the first, and that's where things can get a bit more dangerous as TLO dealing with this pylon placed earlier in the game. herO gonna lose out on that. Kind of interesting that he let it finish, as he tries to grab himself a drone there, but the Adepts do just cancel their shade, hiding up in this corner. They are, well, just staying hidden, making sure that they can maybe get out, or if they do get found, which they might be here by these Zerglings, is that even a trade TLO wants to take? Like attacking into this little bit of a choke point with these couple of Adepts there? Honestly, probably not, as we will see this Phoenix will pick up that kill on the Overlord here. We're just going to be seeing these Zerglings coming across the map. TLO going to look to see what's going to happen. We're going to have a couple of pylons already that are just building up in this position. Or pylon and shield battery already going to start going down. So one pylon, one shield battery cancelled. Now the Ling is going to try and dive on towards those sentries. We're not going to get there, but already forced one force field to see if he can get anything else, and he just gets that pylon. Now TLO will back away. herO expanded to the low ground as well, so both players here expand on the low ground to get things started. Very interesting way to get things going. So we're just going to be seeing the +1 missile attack upgrade from TLO continue to come through as well. Some extra Zerglings also. And this Baneling Nest is also just about to finish up, so he's going to be playing Ling Bane in towards Hydras eventually here. He's got the lair up, but no Hydra Den just yet, but there it is, just building now to bring the production tab back on. So Hydra Den is going to begin to build here. As TLO going to run around the right-hand side and look to see if you can just keep these run-bys going to great effect. It's a Blink follow-up by here of +1 as well, so actually going to be playing kind of a very aggressive sort of Blink Stalker Sentry-focused army. Very, very interesting, as you do see. Well, I mean, obviously the idea of the Blink Stalker Sentry is that with all of the energy on the sentries, you have so many force fields that you can just sort of throw down force fields again and again and again as these Zerglings going to run around and try and move in towards the base. Trying to get something done, but not quite going to happen. Ling's back over to this left-hand side, going to work their way through some rocks here, and we are just going to be seeing a couple of oracles up in the sky, just joined by a chunk of these stalkers, joined up by the sentries, and it looks as though it is going to be this push across very soon. I mean, +1 blink about to finish, so there isn't really much waiting around needed. As we're going to be seeing these units moving through the center of the map. Ling's still opening up these rocks as TLO is only on 48 workers. He's actually down by 10 workers right now, so he's not really in a great position to sort of just produce units and deal with this. Oracles are left at home, and they do protect the probes for now. The stalkers and sentries, I mean, TLO should have the units to deal with this here, but will he actually? Because again, being down on eco throughout this game is not going to have helped him. Well, let's see, as we do see the stalkers and sentries for now going to be poking and prodding. Some extra Zerglings going down here. And the Queens and Hydras gathering up out on the third base once again, and we are going to be seeing our Protoss player falling all the way back up towards the top left-hand side. He's happy with what he's done so far, however, now TLO is going to get the chance to go in towards the Lurker Den. So the Lurker Den is going to start coming up, and we're just going to be seeing these couple of oracles still flying around to see what else they can do. Lingers and Hydras taking down these rocks, and as those rocks get taken down, it just opens up the pathway between the bases here. As TLO still just sat out front and waiting to see what potentially he does next. Two oracles still just looking for some information. Man, TLO's really behind though right now. I mean, we've talked about 10 workers before, it's now 15 workers. He's just never made up enough drones. And I mean, maybe he's just looking to be super aggressive here, but I feel as though it's just going to hit way too late because of how long herO has been just so far ahead in workers. One thing I will say is that, you know, stalkers alone are not brilliant against lurkers, and so as it stands, I don't think this army is actually going to be very good against what TLO has. It might just be that this army is too large for TLO, and that might be the issue. Although right now he's going to grab some of these stalkers, and they don't have blink for a little while, and so a couple of those going down in that moment or so. As TLO going to continue coming up towards the top side, and getting ready to attack in towards the left. And we're just going to be seeing those force fields coming down again. Just going to be seeing some zealots taking some hits. The lurkers doing their job and currently just well, breaking some of the shield battery energy down. As TLO set himself up here. I love this one here, just a couple of hallucinated immortals to maybe make TLO think, oh god, this is not something I want to fight into. As we are going to be seeing the lurker spreading out up there again as well. These two lurkers over here got caught by a stasis. That's kind of a big deal, and TLO will start to back around to try and deal with that. Two lurkers left over here is not going to be enough on their own. We're just going to be seeing these Lings, Hydras, and a couple of lurkers coming up towards this high ground to see what else is happening. More Lings and Hydras collecting together as well. And we are just going to be seeing that pylon continuing to drop at the moment, but, well, herO's actually just going to go straight across the map. He's not worried about this army over here at all. So herO just going to march over towards the bottom right-hand side. And we're just going to be seeing Zealots, Sentries, and Stalkers continue to push on through. Lings as well, and these Hydras going to continue to run on over and try and do a little bit more. The drone's going to be evacuated from this base, but, I mean, there's so many force fields, remember, that he can just force field out all of these units as much as he needs to. herO can force field for days right now, and TLO actually doesn't even have a fourth base, which is kind of, well, surprising at this stage. You would expect a fourth base to be up for the Zerg players. We will see that Overlord getting picked off right here. And those units going to continue down towards this bottom right side, where an Overlord will go down pretty quickly. And now he's actually going to find a bunch more Overlords. TLO is going to be supply blocked soon, and, well, it's kind of a difficult position for herO still, because he doesn't want to run in towards the lurkers, right? The Stalker's even blinking up to the high ground. Oh my god, TLO supply blocked by over 40, 50 supply. It's a big deal. He's going to counterattack once again. A lot of Hydras going across the map and seeing, well, just what they can do. So a lot of Hydras coming across here. There's a couple of Zelds trying to come forwards as well, but they're not going to be having any success just yet. And this pylon already starting to take damage once again. So it's continuing to drop right now, and as those Zealots drop, we're going to be seeing the Immortals just given access to. So honestly, TLO will do quite a lot with this. Shield Battery will not really be able to keep these units alive forever. Even this Archon morphing in will not have a great time. And it goes down as well. So TLO is going to get the third base of his opponent as he kills the third base of his own. Remember, he has Lurkers, and that's something you can play very, very defensively with. But only 2 of them? It's not a lot. He comes up into this high ground now, and he needs to get rid of these robos before they finish building, honestly. He needs to try and stop as many units as possible from coming out here. Another Immortal does end up coming out, though. It looks like Immortal will just be left to die. TLO's getting a lot done, I have to say. As you can see, Stalkers up this ramp are actually doing a heck of a lot, and there's no detection from herO because he lost his oracles. He has 2 observers on the map, but they're out on the top left-hand side, and TLO is starting to make this happen. Continue to move up this ramp here now, and well, there's the recall. So we're going to be seeing this go down to 1 base apiece. I mean, obviously it becomes a very interesting scenario. The issue is for TLO, I don't think he can stick around here. Revelation drops. I mean, I guess maybe he just can't get away, right? So he just has to try and do something. He will get cleaned up. I mean, back at home, he's long distance mining on his natural expansion. He's only got 2 Lurkers. His army supply is literally 2 Lurkers and currently 2 Hydralisks as well on the map. There's really nothing here for him. His Lurker den stayed alive, so that's very important. He's going to obviously look to try and use Lurkers here to defend. TLO asks for a quick pause. Feels as though the connection's getting a little bit better. Sorry for all of those issues at the start, guys. Obviously, it's a little bit frustrating when you go live and suddenly everything seems to be going wrong and not quite working and stuff like that. But, yeah, what can I say? Hopefully it's a little bit better now. Hopefully it'll be better from here on out. I feel like it might have something to do with the fact we're playing on Singapore. But I also upped the bitrate a whole bunch as well, but we should be able to manage that. Maybe I just change the bitrate down a little bit and just do it in smaller increments. Anyways, we'll have a little bit of a play. It was working fine when I tested it earlier, so we're going to be seeing the couple of Lurkers continue to come in, and I mean, obviously that is basically the defense here for our Zerg player right now. TLO is up by 20 workers, but that doesn't matter if you don't have a hatchery to really properly mine from. Seeing the Phoenix here is doing a little bit of damage to the Overseer. Seeing Zealot, Sentries, and Archon and Immortal. Moving forward, so we are going to see that hatchery just having to be cancelled immediately. TLO going back down to 2 bases essentially. I mean, honestly, if you can just sit here with a few Lurkers, though, it is possible. There is a way to do this. The thing is, hero's also getting his Nexus up. He's going into Storm. TLO with the Spire. You know what, I don't actually mind the Spire that much. If you can get set up onto Mutas here, and maybe just use those Mutalisks as a way to, well, just kind of get across the map and kill even more workers and keep on, you know, keep here in a bit of a poor position. This could potentially work. 1 Lurker up on the high ground now, as you're going to see as Immortal and Stalker continue to chunk their way through this Evo chamber at the front. TLO will have to cancel that, which opens up this pathway, and that's obviously what, you know, herO wants, this pathway to be more open for him to push on in. You've seen a couple of hallucinate Phoenix don't really do a lot, and once again, well, actually, this Evo does go down, as we're going to be seeing him building once more. Well, Spire's about to finish up, and TLO has enough for about 7 Mutalisks. And again, back at home, what is there from herO? Absolutely nothing. I mean, I guess he's got a few gateways. He's got +3, and he already does have Blink as well, so he can just warp in Stalkers. But even though the Stalkers have Blink, the mobility of the Zerg player is going to be very high as well, so you can jump between bases a little bit if you'd like to. Yeah, we're still just camping this out on the 2 hatches. He's actually getting a hatch down to the south side, which herO doesn't see just yet. So he doesn't spot this one just yet, as now we're going to see him coming back in towards the center of the map here. Army moving around, seeing what we can do. 4 more Mutas coming up. How many we got right now? 5, so up to 9. We can get up to 11 here with the gas that he has, soon 12, but I mean, the longer he waits, the longer he just lets herO mine up himself. I mean, herO's work count is already back up to kind of equal with TLO. I wonder if there might be a way for the Mutas to just engage into this army. Like, if he kills, say, an Archon and a couple of the High Templar, maybe the Mutas can just fight this army. I mean, I guess the Sentries are kind of good with +3, though. It's kind of a tough one. It's got a very tough situation to read into. I think TLO is right to sort of just try and defend on a few lurkers. He is getting that lurker count up once again as well. We actually see Phoenix being made by herO, as I guess he has figured out the Mutalisks. Well, Mutas are still going to come in though, and they will be able to get some initial damage done already. A chunk of probes going down. So this is kind of the intention here. As you're going to see, actually a recall coming in. And so TLO might be able to get himself a little bit of something going now. He might be able to get himself a base, although he needs to still keep these Mutas alive. He can stop to fight a couple more probes, as we are going to be seeing the Phoenix, well, trying to kite them away. These Mutas are pretty much deflected, so I don't think TLO really got enough with these. He wanted a lot more. And of course some Phoenix, but he's actually just going to even GG out at that point. herO takes it already feels a ton better, I think. Well, let's see if it continues, and I think it's a lot better. To the bottom left-hand side, our blue Protoss player from Root Gaming, it is herO. Oh my god, look at it. Look how smooth it is. Beautiful. How about that, eh? Alright, to the top right-hand side, our red Zerg from Team Liquid. Give it up for TLO. It's going to be a long stream for us here today. This is our first of 3 events we're going to be casting back to back to back. OSC Championship Group B for your entertainment throughout the day. In the evening, this is in EU time, in the evening we're going to be bringing you guys action from the WCS European Challenger Open Qualifier, and then later tonight, the NA WCS Qualifier as well. So it's a long-ass stream from us today. It's a busy couple of weeks. We've got, I think so, from today, over the next 9 days, we are casting 20 events. That's like 20 events such as, you know, for example, OSC Group B is an event, WCS EU Day 1 is an event, WCS NA Day 2 is an event. We're casting 20 events over the next 9 days. So guys, if you're enjoying the stream, hit that follow button, because we are going to be live with so much StarCraft. It's going to be insane. Sup Dark Ones gifting us up to a Scarecrow, thank you so much. And welcome a Scarecrow to the Wardy family. Let's see some Wardy hearts in the chat. Yeah, it's kind of funny. When I got on the plane to go to Poland, I was just checking my Twitch, and I went to my revenue page where I can see my sub count, and oh my god. The sub drop was real. We were pushing like 390 subscribers on... we were pushing 390 subscribers on... just on New Year's Eve. And now we're like 335, but it's okay. We're going to stream so much this next week or so, we're going to get all of you guys back. And we'll talk more about that later. For now, I want to focus up on this game, especially because it's been a little bit of a mess with the first game. Let's just give you guys some good old quality StarCraft as we get set up here. A couple of queens on the way out from both players. The Nexus dropping down on the natural expansion as well. And currently just this Overlord also sat overhead, just thinking about where he maybe wants to try and get to, where he wants to scout over the next couple of minutes. And we will see herO for the second game in a row going to be throwing down this Stargate. Now, just a bit of a reminder as to how this group does work. It's 6 players, and everyone plays everyone on 2 maps. Your kind of main advancing feature is going to be your map score, but it can come down to head-to-head if there is ties, and some other bits and pieces. There is tiebreaker rules in place to stop crazy things happening, as we are going to be seeing this first Adept, just going to be shading across towards the upper right-hand side. The stream is live, thank God for that. Wardy's still going strong, thank you, says BleHD Seed. So yeah, guys, I was only gone a couple of days because I was casting IEM Katowice qualifiers with Todd in Poland, which is where I've been the last couple of days. We're going to be here non-stop. I'm not going anywhere for like 3 weeks, so pretty nice. We're going to stream pretty much every day. It's going to be a lot of great action, and we got a lot to talk about as well, so yeah. Again, I don't want to talk too much about non-game stuff right now, because otherwise I'm just going to start going and not stop. But some very exciting times. It's going to be a fantastic month, I think, for us here on the stream. As we do see these 2 Adepts just looking to pressure, looking to see what's up, etc. In the very early stages, we're going to be seeing them getting pushed away by a Queen. And we are just going to be seeing the Lings continue to gather up together. I mean, Ling speed comes through here. TLO not looking to be overly aggressive, continuing to draw. It's quite a lot of Lings that he made to deal with the Adepts, but obviously at this stage he shouldn't be losing any of those drones because of it, though. Although he will actually lose a Queen out of position on the 3rd base. He does lose 1 drone now. Lings are still going to be hunting for those Adepts. The Queen comes in, and let's be a little bit cautious. Those Adepts going to shade? They are. Lings don't have Ling speed yet, so it's not going to be able to make too much of a difference. And TLO will start to pull on back towards the upper right-hand side once more. Last starts up from TLO, and he's just going to be hitting in towards that Hydralisk base composition in the fairly near future. So getting set up for that, as we're going to see the Adepts do shade into this mineral line. This time the Lings, well, they do have speed, but still can't get a full round just yet. So it's still 3 workers that go down, so Adepts just trading out for some worker damage, keeping TLO's worker count very similar to what herO has as well. And behind us, once again, herO with the Forge and the Twilight Council. I guess what we're seeing, though, is him opening more Adepts, so actually maybe looking towards perhaps a Resonating Glaives rather than Blink this time around. Well, we will see as we see these Lings running on in and getting a little bit of a surround, but then deciding to back away. So Lings backing off here, not going to be committing too much. So Lings seeing what they can do, and again coming back in towards this third base, but there's 3 Adepts here. I mean, can he really do much? He is actually going to start up charge. So the Adepts just a way to help, I guess, hold on towards this base, but yeah, I guess he could have been Zealots. Maybe he just feels as though the Adepts would have been a bit better for now. Either way, nothing really too crazy happens. It's actually triple Oracle right now from our Protoss players. This triple Oracle comes in, is going to find a Queen instantly out of position between the main and the natural. Going to see another Queen going to take some damage, and it's going to be seeing that going down as well. So a couple of drones being lost, and these Oracles continuing to pick away at bits and pieces, including against this Extractor at the moment. So this Extractor will now go down. herO will start to move out across the map once again to see what else is up. A few Lings from TLO gathering towards the bottom left-hand side. A Baneling Nest coming down. And again, just some more Lings and Hydras on the way out. More gates continue to come on into play, and these Zerglings still also just looking to see what they can do. As we do have the charge upgrade and +1, not far from finishing. But honestly, I mean, just Ling Bane Hydra, I mean, the Bane Nest coming down. Maybe just see a Lurker Den even once the, well, I guess at any point here, really. Depends what TLO really wants to do. He's only got 51 drones, so actually might just be looking to win this game off of a big Ling Bane Hydra bust. Interesting that the Baneling Nest is so late, because it means he won't have Bane speed to help out with this +1 missiles and the Hydralisk speed. So I'm just going to be seeing those units gathering up together, Lings, Banes, Hydras, getting ready to go, and we will see some Zealots in a couple of sentries. They will start pushing those units back. TLO with a bit of back and forth. We see Stasis Wards coming down, getting ready to try and trap whatever possible. Well, actually, the first Stasis doesn't do too much. Well, charge is available, but hasn't used it just yet. And TLO's going to attack in this position, which makes it very difficult for herO to kind of figure out where to attack, honestly, as we're going to be seeing Banes chasing units up that ramp. I mean, they connect pretty well, but the shield batteries do a good job of kind of helping out, as well as TLO doesn't seem to have enough to keep on pushing. The Hydra count is not really quite there anymore, and they're going to get chased down by those Zealots as well. So Zealots are going to get the kills. Hydras continue to pull backwards. A few more Zerglings running on forwards. And we are going to be seeing these Lings and Hydras continue to fight, but really not with enough power, I don't think. Although that said, a lot of this remaining over here is just sentries. To be fair, sentries aren't exactly the greatest of fighting units either. You're going to see Lings, or even your TLO obviously feels as though you can get more done here. He wants that one extra sentry. Now just back away though. He's drawn in a little bit behind this. And we're just going to be seeing that Hydra coming back up towards the upper right side once again. Units gathering over on the right hand side. Storm coming up here from herO as well. And he's just getting ready for the next stage of the game. Obviously Storm is something that you don't always go into immediately to deal with attacks like this, because it takes a little while to finish up. And as it finishes up, as the Storm finishes up, then you do get into a much better position. But if you get attacked and you're trying to invest into Storm, you have High Templar that have energy but not the Storm ability, you're obviously less likely to hold because you've been throwing resources into something that isn't there to defend. And that's why we sort of see this sort of setup now, as we're going to be seeing these couple of Lings continuing to move around. Plus the missile attack continuing to come up, and we are going to be seeing the Baneling Nest is getting that Bane speed as well. I really feel if the Bane speed was there initially, he would have killed off so many sentries up here that maybe he could have continued to fight over in this direction. It's a little bit unfortunate those Banes. Again, it just didn't quite add up, because usually you do have Bane speed for an attack like this, I feel. But actually, he has 51 drone attacks, are usually kind of just Ling Hydra. Maybe he could have done better with just Ling Hydra, just push you all up in towards the third base or something. I guess it's always easier to say with hindsight, of course, as we're going to be seeing these units continue to come forwards. We're just going to be seeing all the Storms will start dropping out of the Warp Prism. Although that said, the Banes get rid of a lot of Zealots, but it's just not going to matter. There's way too many units. These Zealots are just going to keep on pushing on forwards. I mean, the Hydra's already low on health, and they're just going to keep on dropping. A few extra Banes trying to morph in are not really going to be able to come up in time. It looks as though herO will pick up 2-0 in his first series of the day. GG, herO takes the series 2-0.